See, so students, today we are going to begin with our next chapter, that is measures of central tendency. In that we are going to study what? Arithmetic mean. This is chapter number 8. This chapter is not going to come in this half yearly exam, but for the next session, next term, we are studying this chapter, arithmetic mean. See children, in our previous chapters what we have studied? Organization of data, how the raw data is collected, that we have seen in the form of tables. Raw data you can make it in the form of tables, charts and frequency distribution. So we have also studied frequency distribution and graphical representation, how to make raw data more meaningful. All these things we have studied in our earlier chapter. So today our another topic or our another chapter is what? Mean, arithmetic mean, and this thing you have already studied in class 10th also. So now what is the meaning of this? So meaning of this arithmetic mean is what? It is a measure of central tendency. Measure of central tendency is a single value. What is the meaning? Measure of central tendency kya hai? It is a single value which is used to represent an entire set of data. Okay. So what it is a typical value which most of the observation falls closer to any other value. So measure of central tendency is also known as average. Important point over here is what? Measure of central tendency को हम क्या बोलते हैं? Average. We call it as what? Average or measure of location. But generally we call it by word average. So the following three principal measures are widely used in statistical analysis. First is arithmetic mean, okay, then median, and then mode. ठीक है, ये तीनों क्या है? There are the three following principal measures are widely used in statistical analysis. In statistical analysis हम लोग ये three terms बहुत ज़्यादा use करते हैं. ठीक है, तो in this first we will see now arithmetic mean. Before that, before we begin with the arithmetic mean, students, there is some theory in this chapter. Theory is what? Open this page number 8.2. You will get to know. I will explain you along with the textbook only. See, objectives and functions of averages. This type of questions can come in exam for 3 marks or 4 marks. So what are the functions of averages? First point is to present data in a summarized form. First point is what? To present data in a summarized form. मतलब with the help of this averages, हम लोग क्या कर सकते हैं? We can present our data in a proper summarized form. So it is very difficult to grasp large number of numerical figures. See children, in statistics, once again I am reminding, in exam you only have to write down the headings of this point. Yes, so what I was saying you that in statistics, in exam you only have to write down the points. For example, if the question comes, what are the functions of averages? So how many points you are going to write down? If it is coming for 4 marks, you will write down all these 6 points which are given in your textbook. And the same thing I will be giving it to you in the PDF notes also. So first understand, first point is what? To present the huge data in a summarized form. For example, I am reading first example for you. Other examples you will read out of your own. So it is difficult to understand the individual families' need for water during the summer. See, in summer season we require a lot of water. So it is very difficult कि एक individual family में how much water is required in the summer season. Therefore, knowledge of the average quantity of water needed. किसी एक particular individual family में average how much water is needed. That much knowledge is very much essential for the entire population with the help of government. मतलब government के लिए ये निकालना कि एक individual family में on an average how much water consumption is required in the summer season. So with the government is very getting a good help with this mean in planning water resources. So this is the example. Second point is to make the comparison easier. Another function of averages is what? ताकि हम comparison easily कर ले. Example C. Average sale figure of any month can be compared with the preceding months or even with the sales figure or of competitive firms. Means whenever we are having a company or a firm and you take out the average sales figure of this month and you want to compare with the previous month. So with the help of this, it can make the comparison easier. Third point is to help in decision making. It helps in the decision making process. Then to know more about universe from a sample. Next is to make a precise relationship. Average becomes essential when it is desired to establish a relationship between different groups in quantitative terms. For last one is base for computing other measures. ये क्या है? It is a base for computing other measures. So average offers a base for computing various other measures like dispersion, skewness, curves that help in many other phases of statistical analysis. So this question, if it comes, you are required to write down all the 6 points. What, getting it? Why all the 6 points? Whether it comes for 3 marks or whether it comes for 4 marks. आपको सारे 6 points लिखने हैं क्योंकि you don't have to write down the explanation in exam. Only headings you have to write down. Next is requisites of a measure of a central tendency. Requisite मतलब क्या है कि requirement of a measure of central tendency के लिए क्या क्या जरूरी है. So a good measure of average must possess the following characteristics. First characteristic is what? Rigidly defined. Means an average should be clear and rigid. Why? Because there is no confusion and there is one and only one interpretation. There should not be any chance of applying discretion. Preferably it should be defined by an algebraic formula so that the average computed from a set of data by anybody pertains the same. Second point is based on all the above observations. Third is it should be least affected by fluctuations of sampling. मतलब जो sampling के fluctuations है, it should not be affected by that. Then capable of further algebraic treatment. अगर किसी फॉर्म में सेपरेट फिगर्स ऑफ एवरेज मार्क्स एंड नंबर ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स या फिर एक से ज़्यादा क्लासेस का दिया हुआ है, ठीक है, तो क्या करना है? देन वी शुड बी एबल टू कंप्यूट द कंबाइंड एवरेज. नाउ यू नो हाउ टू कैलकुलेट द कंबाइंड एवरेज व्हेन यू हैव बीन गिवन मार्क्स ऑफ मोर देन 2 सब्जेक्ट्स. Then easy to understand and calculate. This is very easy and it is very easy for you to calculate. Last one is it is not affected by much of extreme values. Now come to the next topic students, measures of central tendency. Now see the various measures of central tendency or averages. मतलब central tendency को ही हम क्या बोलते हैं? What do we call? Averages. Just now I told you. Central tendency को हम क्या बोलते हैं? We call central tendency as what? Averages. Okay, they are commonly used and can be broadly classified into following stages. So these are types of averages. First is what? Mathematical averages, then positional averages and commercial average. Okay, so in accordance with your syllabus, as per your syllabus which is prescribed by CBSE for class level, this book is only going to deal with arithmetic mean, median and mode. That's why I wrote only 3 things we have to study in our class 11 syllabus. So next topic comes as what? Meaning of arithmetic mean. ठीक है? So arithmetic mean is defined as what? It is defined as the sum of the values of all the observations divided by the number of observations. What is arithmetic mean? Sum of the values of all the observations divided by number of observations. Very easy it is. So it is ordinarily known as mean or average by the common man. It is usually denoted by like this. What do you call this? X bar. इसको हम क्या बोलते हैं? X bar. ये किसका symbol है? This is the symbol of arithmetic mean. And how it is calculated arithmetic mean? Tell me. What is the formula for calculating arithmetic mean? Sum of all the values of observations upon number of observations. ठीक है? Now see, there are various kinds of arithmetic means. What are the various kinds? Simple arithmetic mean. First is simple arithmetic mean and weighted. I am making short form for AM, arithmetic mean. Various kinds of arithmetic mean में first kind कौन सा है? यश, read out. Simple arithmetic mean. And second kind is what? Weighted arithmetic mean. ठीक है? Now students, let us first understand the calculation of simple arithmetic mean. Okay, its computation can be discussed in the following series. Pay attention all of you. First we will see how to calculate simple arithmetic mean. ठीक है? अब इसको calculate करने के लिए क्या करना है? For calculating the simple arithmetic mean, what we need to know? We have to calculate in all the series. Which are the series? individual series, discrete series and continuous series. Now what is the meaning of individual series, discrete series and continuous series? This I have already explained in the earlier chapters. तो इन तीनों भी सीरीज में हम अरिथमेटिक मीन को कैसे कैलकुलेट करते हैं, दिस वी आर गोइंग टू स्टडी फर्दर. Okay, so first now let us see individual series. You have the book with you. Okay, come to page number 8.5. How to calculate individual arithmetic mean in individual series. There are three methods. Individual series में arithmetic mean calculate करने का there are three methods. First method is what? Read out. Direct method. Second one is shortcut method. And another one is
step deviation.
Shortcut method, and the last one is step deviation method. So now we are going to study how to calculate arithmetic mean. First one, simple arithmetic mean in all the three series. Which are the three series? Individual series, discrete series and continuous series. अब individual series में पहले हम बात करेंगे. We will see how to calculate arithmetic mean by three methods. Now you must be see students, direct method, shortcut method, step deviation method. इन तीनों ही methods में अलग-अलग formulas हैं. But in exam, I tell you, pay attention, important point. In exam, if you are required to calculate arithmetic mean and it is not asked by which method, अगर पूछा है कि do specially by shortcut method या फिर step deviation method, then in that case there is no choice. आपको step deviation method से ही करना होगा. But in exam, if it is not mentioned, in that case what you will do? You will calculate by any method, whichever method you know, you will calculate. And important thing, answer will come same from all the three methods. Getting it? But in exam, if it is asked that you have to calculate arithmetic mean only by shortcut method, then in that case, if you do by step division method, your answer will come correct. But no marks will be given to you because जो question में पूछा गया है उसके accordingly आपको answer solve करना है. So that means you have to understand all the three methods. But if nothing is mentioned, कोई method mention ही नहीं, तो आप किसी भी method से कर सकते हो. So these instructions are clear to you. I will not be repeating it all the time. Now see, first one, let us see this direct method. What is this direct method? See, according to this method, all the units are added and then their total is divided by the number of items and the question becomes the arithmetic mean. So what are the steps of the direct method? Let the items, observation का मतलब क्या होता है? Items. Let the items be x1, x2 and xn. मतलब जो observations है that you can give x1, x2 and xn. xn मतलब आगे कितने भी, इनको हम क्या बोलेंगे? Observations, and they are also known as what? Number of items. Understood? Then next step is add up values of all the items and obtain the total sigma x. Means you have to add up all this. What is the formula for adding up? You remember this? What it is known as sigma x. Sigma x को हम क्या बोलते हैं? Summation of x. What do we call? Summation of x. You have already studied in the class 10 all these terms. Sigma x means what? Summation of x it is known as. Then next step is find out total number of items in the series. कोई भी क्वेश्चन में, कोई भी सीरीज में आपको सबसे पहले क्या करना है? टोटल नंबर ऑफ सीरीज फाइंड आउट करनी है. हाउ मेनी सीरीज आर देयर? दैट इज डिनोट बाय व्हिच कैपिटल लेटर n. दिस इज द फॉर्मूला. नाउ यू हैव टू रिमेंबर द डेफिनेशन व्हाट आई टोल्ड यू. हाउ यू कैलकुलेट मीन? सम ऑफ ऑल दी वैल्यूज ओके डिवाइडेड बाय नंबर ऑफ आइटम्स. बस यही एक सिंपल मेथड है मीन कैलकुलेट करने के. In the last, what you will do? Divide the total value of all the items, that is sigma x, okay, by the total number of items. Means this sigma x upon n. If you do, what you are going to get? What you are going to get? Mean. You are going to get arithmetic mean. So very simple. Arithmetic mean calculate करना है अगर direct method से individual series में, तो बस यही formula लिखना है. X bar. X bar stands for what? Just now I told you. Arithmetic mean. Arithmetic mean का symbol क्या है? X bar. And what is the formula? Sigma number of items. This will be given to you in the question. You only have to write down this formula, and the notes which I will be sending you in your PDF, in that everything is written over there. So you have to copy down as it is in your notebooks, in your statistics notebook. Okay. So this was the explanation where x bar is equal to arithmetic mean. Sigma x क्या है? It is sum of all the values of items. इसका मतलब क्या होता है? Sum of all the values of item. And n means what? Number of observations. Okay? इसका मतलब number of items भी हो सकता है. Number of items भी तुम लोग याद रखो. और इसको हम लोग क्या बोलेंगे? Sum of values of all the items. मतलब जितनी भी items है उनका टोटल कर लो. हो गया कि नहीं? है कि नहीं? बहुत easy. First example हम लोग देखते हैं. ठीक है, टीचर इज रीडिंग द फर्स्ट एग्जाम्पल. जस्ट कम टू पेज नंबर 8.5, क्वेश्चन नंबर 1. द मार्क्स ऑब्टेन्ड बाय 10 स्टूडेंट्स इन अ सब्जेक्ट आर गिवन टू यू. नाउ लेट मी रब दिस. Stop this now. Okay, so first question, the marks obtained by 10 students in a subject are. So how many students are there? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, and marks are given in this way. What you are supposed to do? Calculate arithmetic mean by direct method. What you are going to do? Calculate arithmetic mean by direct method. You are going to calculate. Very very easy it is. Make two columns, students and marks. See, it is written now. First column is what? Students is given and marks is given. How many students are there? N is equal to 10. In the question what it is given? N is equal to 10 because 10 students are there. And what is the marks of all the students? It is given sigma x. So how much is sigma x given, children? It is given as 600. So this is a very very easy question. What you have to do? You are required to calculate arithmetic mean, and see in the question it is given very clearly. Calculate arithmetic mean by direct method. So if it is given by direct method, तो आपको direct method से ही करना है. इसमें आप step division method या shortcut method नहीं use कर सकते. So what is the formula? Same thing you will do. X bar. X bar मतलब क्या? Arithmetic mean is equal to sigma x. Sigma x means what? Sum of all the values. In this question it is already given. In case if it is not given, what you will do? आपको total करके उसका value निकालना है. Upon n. So now tell me how much is sigma n? Sigma x is 600 and n is how much? What? 10. Very very simple. What is the answer? 60. So our arithmetic comes to how much? 60. 60 what? 60 marks you are supposed to write down because in the question it is given what? Marks. ठीक है? Understood this question? I hope there is no problem in understanding the individual series direct method arithmetic mean. Please see children, this statistics is somewhere very confusing. So children generally get confused, ma'am, that day what you taught I forgot. Now understood? We are doing what? Arithmetic mean in individual series, and the first method is what? Direct method. No difficulty in this. Now let us directly begin with the shortcut method. Now you don't do any question, because after going home in the PDF there are already 1 or 2 questions. That time you have to do. Today in the classroom just understand what teacher is explaining. Okay? So in the shortcut method what is there? Just see. Under this method any figure is assumed as the mean and deviations are calculated from the assumed mean. Okay? So the need for shortcut method arises when there are large number of observations or it is difficult to compute arithmetic mean by direct method. अब देखो, now you will say ma'am when there is already direct method हमें shortcut method क्यों चाहिए? Reason behind is that when there are large number of observations. In this question we had how many observations? Only 10. But when there are large number of observations, in that case you cannot do the calculation by this direct method. You need which method? Shortcut method. So what are the steps to calculate this shortcut method? Let the items observations be x1, x2. Same way items will be what? x1, x2 and xn. You have to decide any item of the series as assumed mean. उस सीरीज में आपको खुद को डिसाइड करना है कि किस आइटम को हमें assumed mean लेना है. That assumed mean you will write down as, you will denote as capital letter A. ठीक है? You will denote as was capital letter A. Calculate the derivations. मतलब derivation मतलब D, small d. of items from assumed mean, that is deduct a from each items of the series, that is x minus a. अब ये क्वेश्चन में सॉल्व करूंगी बोर्ड पे, then you will understand. Take the sum total of derivations and denote it as sigma d. Means you will take the total of d column and that total will come as what? Summation of d मतलब sigma d means total of d. Find out the total number of items in the series, that is n. Apply the formula. Now what is the formula over here? What? X bar is equal to a plus sigma d by n. A plus sigma d by n. So this is the formula of calculating arithmetic mean by which method? Shortcut method. Understand this formula? ठीक है, शॉर्टकट मेथड में मीन कैलकुलेट कैसे करते हैं? अरिथमेटिक मीन इज इक्वल टू a प्लस सिग्मा d अपॉन n. अब a कैसे निकालना है? a you have to assume. I will show you how you will calculate this a. Come to example number 2. Let me read out the question. Calculate the arithmetic mean of the marks given in example 1. मतलब in the first example, same we will take and we will do this by shortcut method. So calculation of arithmetic mean by shortcut method. See, it is given students. So first student is what? A. How much marks he is getting? 85. So students column you will write down this in the same way. Students. Next column is what? Marks. Student A is getting how much marks? 85 marks. Next column we need over here is what? D. As I told you, we are required to calculate the deviations of the items. That is known as what? D. So what you will write down? D is equal to x minus a. D is equal to x minus a. Now what is this a? Just see. In this example, हम लोग assumed mean लेंगे 50. What we will take? 50. Now before that, before writing this 50, just look into the book. Come to page number 8.5. See, you have all the marks of all the items. Are you having the marks of all the items? Okay. So whenever you take assumed mean, you try to take any middle number. ठीक है, कौन सा नंबर लोगे? You will take any middle number. So in this case here we are taking what? 50. So to A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. Up to J है ना?
Yes, sir.
I'll show you an example now. Then what is the marks of B?
60.
C?
50.
75.
How much?
75.
Then 85. Then
55.
55.
That's one.
40.
After 40,
That's one.
again 55. Then
70.
45.
and last one
65.
65. So these are the marks of 10 students. Got it? Now what you will do? You will calculate D. How to calculate D? I have already written x minus a over here. So in the first case, what it is? This we are taking 50 as what? Assumed mean. ठीक है? हमने क्या ले लिया है? A किसको लिया है? Now A is over here how much? 50. Now calculate D. X minus A. X कितना है यहाँ पे? 85. 85 minus 50. So how much answer will come?
35.
Huh?
35.
अरे do the calculation properly.
35.
So you are going to write over here as what? 35. Next one is what? Again, tell me the next one answer. 60 minus 50 how much? 10. The next one? 0. Next?
25.
25. Next?
5.
Next?
Minus 10.
Minus 10. अब देखो, in your textbook, in these numbers it is given plus. Why it is given plus? Because the answer is not coming in minus, then it is given in plus. In अगर plus नहीं लिखोगे तो भी good, नहीं लिखोगे तो भी well and good. But whenever you have to show minus, in that case you have to show what? Minus. Now here what it will come next one?
Plus 5.
Huh?
Plus 5.
Okay, then
Plus 20.
then
Minus 5.
minus 5, then
Plus 15.
plus 15. How much is the total?
Sigma D is equal to 100.
So sigma D is equal to how much? 100. This will come when you take the total. Then you, now the answer is already given in the book, but in case in exam if it is not given, इसको टोटल कर लेना है. कैसे तो ऐड अप करना होता है 35 plus 10, 45 plus 25. Like this you will do, and wherever it is minus, you will do minus also. So sigma D will be how much? 100. Now we can solve it very easily. A we have. Okay. So what you will do? Arithmetic mean is equal to A. So 50 plus sigma D is how much? 100. Number of observation is how much? 10. So now solve this.
60, then 500.
Very good. और बोलो जाओ.
150,
60 over
105.
Same answer it will come. I am not going to. I am telling one thing I want to make you very clear. In statistics, further in this course, we are going to study a lot of calculations. So I am going to only solve it after this. You have to do your own calculations. इसको कैसे सॉल्व करना है यहाँ पे काम कर दोगे तो आपको आंसर गलत मिल जाएगा. सो इसके आगे सॉल्व कैसे करना है मैंने सिखाऊंगी. ये सब बेसिक मैथमेटिकल कैलकुलेशंस है. सो आंसर विल कम हाउ मच? 60. As I told you, if you calculate mean by direct method or by step deviation method or by shortcut method, you are going to get the answer what? Same. No changes will be there in the answer. Getting it? Now see students, in this example, assumed mean we have taken how much? 15. When deviations D from the assumed mean is calculated to each student, we get some total of deviations, that is 100. So given total number of students is what? 10. And the arithmetic mean will be in this way. You will calculate this arithmetic mean. I hope now you understood direct method and shortcut method both. Any doubt in both the methods? So step deviation method we are going to start tomorrow. Today, only for today we have studied two methods. Which methods we have studied? Arithmetic mean, individual series. First method कौन सा था बोलो?
Direct method.
Second method was shortcut method. Tomorrow, first period, again we are going to study which method? Step deviation method. Okay? No doubt in this? Okay. Stop this.
50 to 10 से नहीं काट